The Sunday Egbegba Centre for Leadership and Environmental Sustainability has tasked the federal government to put the challenges of the youth population on the front burner as they seek to deliver good governance to Nigerians. The call was made during a media dialogue chat in the nation's capital, Abuja. Participants at the event harped on the importance of government putting the issues of youth at the forefront of its policies and programs as an effective way to bring peace, unity and development to the nation.
We want to sustain our democracy. So the need for us to ensure that we discuss with stakeholders, particularly the youth who are more or less agitated, for us to have a rethink, to know that yes, we are all in one boat, we are in one nation, that the stability of this country is very key to all of us. The youth have more years to live, and the older generation have always been in power. And they must understand that the idea of youth are the leaders of tomorrow started for a very long time, and the youth of yesterday have become the leaders of today. So the truth is that we must, as a country, sit together. What are the contending issues? And what are the elements that make up a stable democracy, a sustainable democracy? There are so many elements. The social aspect of it, security, health, and what infrastructure. And not only that, the issue of electoral process, they are also key. The legislative session, the judiciary, they are all elements of a stable democracy. So there's need for us to discuss at this forum. That is why I've organized this, that to bring the youth and some other elder people who are in government and other organizations for us to discuss and come up with suggestions to government so that we can have a stable democracy. We use the opportunity to also involve the security agencies and the armed forces to be at this forum, even though they are not here. They need to play a major role. So as Nigerians, we want a country where everyone comes. We have a country that have different tongues and tribes, but yet in brotherhood we should stand for a great country so that we can always be proud of our country. Nigeria is a great country, the giant of Africa. Are we really living up to that responsibility?
They are walking back the country to a situation near to pre-subsidy removal, where they will refine locally, get the refineries working, so that all the petroleum products will come down to between 200, 300 or something within that region. And again, they are also considering and working on alternative to petroleum product, that is the gas. And this is area that is going to be very popular, because that is why the president has created the office of the Minister of State Gas, so that this area will be popularized, so that more engagement will be on this area, because it is cheaper to run your engine and your cars and the production machineries on gas. So these are all the things that are being done to walk us back to the situation we were pre-subsidy, so that cost of goods and services will reduce again, and not just banking on palliatives.
The Constitution of Nigeria, via the Electoral Act, did not enjoy a 60% influence of what it's supposed to enjoy. We saw an INEC that conducted an election and did not follow its laws. We saw a release of results of the presidential elections, and the Electoral Act states that you must be in the capacity of enjoying 25% of votes in 23 states of the Federation and the FCT. With the result INEC released to the world, none of the Peter Obis or the Atiku Abubakar or the Asiwaju of the APC made the requirement. But we saw INEC decline somebody as president against the wish of the Nigerian people and the Electoral Act. So we are using this opportunity to ask government for the peace, unity, and tranquility of a country that needs to move forward to put Nigeria in the right proportion. And the only way you can do this is to do the needful And what is the needful? The needful is to allow the judiciary to concentrate. The government must stop threatening the judiciary from doing their duty.
We agree that subsidy is a menace that needs to be dealt with, which our government and the president have actually dealt with from top, which is fine. But we want to implore the government to fast track the palliative measure they designed to cater to also ameliorate the effect of this subsidy removal. Yes, the National Youth Council of Nigeria is actually in 100% support of subsidy removal, and we agree it's high time we progress. And for us to progress, there will always be challenges. And one of the challenges facing the country is the subsidy, which has been removed. But going forward, the livelihood of every person, probably young people, has been affected with this removal, which has made their finances to be so difficult. Look at the civil service, for example, which is also a very strategic sector to the growth and development of the country. An average civil servant who earns 100,000 naira today cannot drive into a car to office because it has actually affected their salaries. They buy for above what they planned for, probably what the salary was designed for, which means the government needs to look for a way to touch their lives directly.